Okay, now here some important compounds of calcium. Now we switch on towards calcium sulfate. That is nothing but plaster of Paris, hemihydrate of calcium sulfate, CaSO4 half H2O. Hemihydrate means half molecule of water take part. That's why it is considered as hemihydrate of calcium sulfate. And that preparation just will continue. So here important compound is once again calcium sulfate CaSO4, which is also known as plaster of Paris, and short form is POP. POP. That's what is called plaster of Paris. That you might be familiar with this one. Hemihydrate of calcium sulfate, that is CaSO4 half H2O. Preparation. So preparation is very simple. You have to take gypsum. CaSO4.2H2 is known as gypsum calcium sulfate dihydrate. 2 moles of this gypsum at 393 Kelvin if we heat, at a time we obtain 2 moles of CaSO4.H2O. Okay, and 3 moles of water molecule is removed, and that's why here suppose we divide with respect to 2, at a time CaSO4, and here 1 upon 2 H2O, and here 3 by 2, and here only 1. So according to that, CaSO4 dot half H2O, and that is nothing but hemihydrate of calcium sulfate. If this hemihydrate of this calcium sulfate we heat above 393 Kelvin temperature, it gives water molecule is completely removed, because when you heat at that time water molecule is completely removed, and that's why it's obtained anhydrous. What is the meaning of anhydrous? There is no any water molecule present, and that's why it is known as calcium sulfate. This Ca stands for calcium, SO4 minus 2 stands for sulfate. So this is known as dead burnt plaster. This is known as dead burnt plaster. So what is the meaning of dead burnt plaster? It is very important. And what is formula is a CaSO4. It is a very simple way, and it's crystalline in the form of, we consider CaSO4 anhydrous, which is dead burnt plaster. Properties. Properties is very simple. Remarkable property of setting with water. That means what? Suppose you take plaster of Paris in terms of solid, when you dissolve in water and make a paste, at that time we can say that it is a, we can say that, suppose we take this paste and just we can say that here we spread over the face, okay, and then after some time, suppose we remove this particular paste part, it is become solid in 5 to 10 minutes, and that's why your mask is ready. Okay, so here on mixing with an adequate quantity of water, it forms a plastic mass that gets into a hard solid in 5 to 15 minutes. And that's why you know that many statues and the different type of bust, or say different types of, we can say that here ornamental works, it requires this type of plastic mass. Okay, it's a very important. In 5 to 15 minutes they are settled. Okay, it's a very important, and that's why plaster of Paris is used. Instead of cement, just we use this plaster of Paris for our, we can say that house holding process that we will learn in our uses. So here uses is largest use in the building industry. You see this largest use in the building industry, as well as plaster. You know that in the plaster also this plaster of Paris is used. This is known as calcium sulfate hemihydrate. This is the use. For in polishing, this is very important. When you are we can say that victim of any accident, at that time your suppose bone is break and this pollution. At that time what happened? Or say bone is just moved. At that time doctor are just taking plaster of this. That means this POP, this sprayed over particular part. Due to that, it is not for just a show, but it is a, we can say that whatever the part is there, it is adjust inside very easily. If we do not do this type of plaster at a time, this whatever the hand is there, bones is there, it is a break, okay, or says it's a sprain. So this is very important. So here for polishing the affected part of organ where there is a bone fracture, you notice one fracture or sprain. Sprain means whatever the bone is there, it is not in that particular place, but in a upper part or say lower part, or say it's not in a particular position. Okay, so it is not fixed, and that is considered as sprain. in Gujarati hadku khasi jવું. Okay, so this is a very important. Used in dentistry, that means it is used in dentist. This dentist is used as a plaster of Paris at here. Instead of the teeth, just artificial teeth is made up of this type of, we can say that POP, plaster of Paris. In ornamental work and for making cast of statues and bust. That one you know very well. Ornamental work and for making cast of statues and bust. So this is all about calcium sulfate hemihydrate preparation, properties and uses. Read it completely. Remember what is meaning of dead burnt plaster, what is meaning of gypsum, and what is meaning of hemihydrate of calcium sulfate. Okay, so these properties are very important. Just you write down, take a screenshot. Now we switch on towards next topic, which is a very important, and that is nothing but cement. Okay, and maybe this is the last topic of some important compound of calcium. Yes, it's the last topic, and just we continue with calcium sulfate here, and we finish it. Okay, and now we continue with cement. Okay, now here last topic of some important compound of calcium is cement. Cement you know very well. Ambuja cement and different types of cement you know very well. Okay, ultra and cement. Okay, cement is the important building material, which is an important building material. In 1824, Joseph Aspdin introduced in England. Remember the name of scientist is Joseph Aspdin. This question asked in also KBC. Kaun Banega Crorepati? Joseph Aspdin. Okay, so it's a very simple, which is in 1824 Joseph Aspdin introduced in England. It is also called Portland cement. Why it is called Portland cement? Because in England, one island of Portland is there. It resembles with the natural limestone quarried in the island of Portland. That's why it is called Portland cement. Okay, that's why it is called Portland cement. It is resembles with the natural limestone quarried in the island of Portland in England. Okay, this is all about information regarding cement. Now preparation. We have to take raw material just like rich in lime, that is CaO, plus clay with silica SiO2, plus oxides of aluminium, iron and magnesium. If this mixture we carried out at that time, it produces cement. Okay. So here, average composition of Portland cement. Do not remember any percentage, but remember just the composition. Calcium oxide 50 to 60%, silica SiO2 20 to 25%, Al2O3 5 to 10%, magnesium oxide 2 to 3%. This is known as hematite Fe2O3, or say ferric oxide 1 to 2%, and SO3 we have to add 1 to 2%. So this average composition of Portland cement is this. So you remember this one. This is a very easy procedure. Okay. For good quality cement, the ratio of silicon dioxide to Al2O3, that means silica to Al2O3, should be between 2.5 and 4. 2.5 and 4. Suppose here 2.5, that means SiO2 is 25%, so Al2O3 may be 75%, according to that. And the ratio of lime CaO to the total of the oxides of silicon, that is SiO2, aluminium, that is Al2O3, and iron, that is Fe2O3, should be as close as possible to. That is, this value is 2. Okay, this ratio must be 2, and this ratio is 2.5 to 4 according to SiO2 and Al2O3. These are not too much, just you have to remember it. For good quality cement, that's why it's very important. Okay, in material science you have to learn this one. In chemistry, suppose you take in a BSc, at that time this topic is very important. So here just your information is regarding this silicon dioxide, Al2O3, and calcium oxide with respect to different types of oxides of silicon, aluminium and iron should be close as possible to. Okay. Now raw materials. How this cement is just prepared? These raw materials which contain limestone and clay. So this clay and lime, when heat at a, we can say that strongly heat, it completely fused and converted into cement clinker. That means clay plus lime. Clay when reacts with lime, and if we heat, strongly heat, it fuses and converted into cement clinker. Okay, and in this cement clinker, this is known as cement clinker. What is meaning of cement clinker? Clay plus lime. Okay, clay plus lime. We completely heat, and whatever the fused part is there, it is considered as cement clinker. So this cement clinker suppose 2 to 3% by weight of gypsum CaSO4 2H2O. If we add, then we get cement. Okay, this is a very easy topic. 2 to 3% by weight of gypsum CaSO4 dot 2H2, it gives cement. Ingredients present in Portland cement. So this is a Ca2Si4O4. This is a calcium silicate. Okay, 2 is that, so dicalcium silicate. Here tricalcium silicate. Okay, this is considered as tricalcium silicate. This calcium silicate is 26%. SiO4 is known as silicate. Ca3SiO5, that is 51%. And Ca3Al2O6, this is aluminate. So calcium aluminate is 11%. Al2O6 here is there, and that's why it is considered as maybe calcium. Suppose something is wrong. Al2O6. Okay, correct formula is Ca3Al2O6. It's correct. Okay, no problem. It's a correct formula. Ca3Al2O6. It is not required here, but do you remember ingredients present in Portland cement is this. So dicalcium silicate, tricalcium silicate, and tricalcium aluminate, and that percentage is 26%, 51%, and 11%. So it is very important. This preparation is also very important. So here certain information regarding cement in terms of preparation, in terms of good quality cement and ingredients present in a Portland cement. Now we switch on towards setting of cement, which is a very important, and then this setting of cement is finished at a time. Last topic, that is a biological importance of calcium and magnesium. So write down this according to your NCERT textbook, read it completely. Maybe certain question asked from this, we are not sure, but in competitive exam maybe cement is a very useful, and that's why we can say that it is a ask in your examination. So write it completely, take a screenshot. So here setting of cement, that means when you in cement, if you add water at a time, it is a completely become hard. So this hardness is removed, or say this particular hard part, and that's why whatever the apparatus, or say we can say that vessels we use in that particular cement to take, okay, and that particular, we can say that it is a totally stick, okay, and it becomes hard, and that's why it is a solid part. So this solid part becomes somewhat liquid. In terms of somewhat liquid, or say we can say that slow down this process, it required to add certain, we can say that agent, that is nothing but gypsum. So when mixed with water, the setting of cement takes place to give a hard mass. Okay, this is due to hydration of the molecule of constituents and the rearrangement. Okay, this is due to hydration. Hydration means water molecule is present of the constituents and then rearrangement. To slow down the process of this setting of cement, we have to add gypsum so that it gets sufficiently hardened. That means it becomes sufficiently hardened. So it's we have to add which particular compound? We have to add gypsum, CaSO4 2H2O. So this is all about setting of cement. Now uses is very important, because cement is a main source of, we can say that is a main source of, we can say the economic part, and that's why it deals with commodity. This word come in a commodity, maybe you learn in economics. Cement has become a commodity of national necessity for the any country next to iron and steel. That means iron and steel is there, but in next to that it is a cement. Which particular country produces this cement? According to that commodity of a national necessity is required. So here it is very important. Used in concrete and reinforced concrete. Concrete and reinforced concrete means what? We have to add sand and metals, black color, just like stones, and then we have to add this cement. Okay, and that is nothing but concrete and plastering to make, we can say that, roads also. In plastering and in the construction of bridges, dams and buildings. Construction of bridges, dams and buildings. This is very important. You know this one. This cement is just you write it completely. Whatever write you use this in daily life. It is also correct. So it is a very easy topic. Cement is used at which way? Just you have to observe. Okay, when you walk along a road at that time, just you observe in a building construction or say at any site of society when it's a prepared or say just it is a construction is a now continue at that time, just you see and you observe it. So it's become very easy for you to remember, but it is a very important. This commodity is there. It is a next to iron and steel. Remember, this is a very important question. Iron and steel, and then we take cement. Okay, so this is all about cement and setting of cement and uses of cement. Some important compounds of calcium now complete. We complete first of all calcium hydroxide, then calcium hydroxide. We can say calcium oxide, calcium hydroxide, calcium carbonate, then calcium sulfate, hemihydrate, and then cement. So this is all about important compounds of calcium according to your NCERT textbook. Take a screenshot. Now we switch on towards last topic, 10.5. That is nothing but biological importance of calcium and magnesium. 10.10. This is a, we can see the earlier lecture, just you see 10.9 is there, correction is required. 10.5, instead of that you consider 10.9. So here 10.10, biological importance of magnesium and calcium. Biological importance of magnesium and calcium. So just you see, in adult body, just you see this is one type of body which is one structure of this particular human body. In adult body, 25 gram of magnesium and 1200, that is 1200 gram of calcium compared with 5 gram of iron and 0.06 gram of copper is required. Okay, so this is a very important ratio. The daily requirement in the human body has been estimated to be 200 to 300 milligram. The daily requirement in the human body has been estimated to be 200 to 300 milligram. Must be this going on. Okay, all enzymes that utilize ATP, adenosine triphosphate, which is a source of energy, ATP in phosphate transfer require magnesium as the cofactor. Transfer require magnesium as the cofactor. This is a biological word. All are biological words. The absorption of light in plants, chlorophyll pigments which contain magnesium. So you know this photosynthesis process when green vegetable or say green many trees or say they contain green leaf. They green leaf due to chlorophyll, and this chlorophyll is considered as one pigment, and that pigment is responsible for just we can say that making a food of particular absorption of light in plants. Chlorophyll pigment which containing magnesium. In chlorophyll we can say that magnesium is present. About 99% of body calcium present in bones and teeth. Just you see 99% of body it possesses calcium present in bones and teeth. So this is a very important. Which particular we can say that element or say element is important in a body. 99% of body calcium present in a bone and teeth. Then this is the biological part is there. Important roles in neuromuscular function, interneuronal transmission, cell membrane integrity and blood coagulation. Neuro means certain we can central nervous system is there which deals with that particular word. So neuromuscular function, interneuronal transmission and cell membrane. Cell membrane is very simple. Integrity and blood coagulation. This is a very important role. Okay, and another, the calcium concentration. The calcium concentration in plasma is regulated at about 100 milligram per liter. It is maintained by two hormones. Just you see 100 milligram per liter. This is maintained by two hormones. One is calcitonin and another is parathyroid hormone. This is very important. Calcitonin and parathyroid hormone. Underline on this is asking MCQ exam or say MCQ questions. Bone is not an inert. It is a not inert. Just you see. And unchanging substance but is continuously being solubilized and redeposited to the extent of 400 milligram per day in man. Question mark is there. 400 milligram per day in a band. So this is a very important. Calcium is a very important. You know many times they in particular nutrients the calcium and magnesium person also they give. Okay. In particular we can say that different types of just Bonvita and Complan and Horlicks. Just you see that particular which prescription is there, which particular composition is there in that calcium and magnesium this person also given. So 400 milligram per day in a man. All this calcium passes through the plasma. All the calcium passes calcium passes through the plasma. So here this is a very important biological importance of magnesium and calcium. Now just we complete, and that's why this chapter number of unit 10 S block elements. Now here we finish. So here we complete with S block elements with alkali metals with respect to their properties and alkaline earth metals with respect to their properties and different types of compounds, anomalous behavior. You have to remember here many things. First of all, just you see it's a very useful chapter, but according to we can say that different types of compound is there. What is the which is the amphoteric, which is the acidic, which is the basic, which is the soluble, which is the insoluble, which oxide is there, ionization enthalpy trains, then electronegativity trains, then atomic radius trains, ionic radius trains. If you know very well, then this chapter becomes very easy. So certain terms you have to remember it here, and according to that chapter number 3, if you prepare completely well, atomic radii, ionic radii, ionization enthalpy, electron gain enthalpy and electronegativity, and then certain thermodynamics terms just like endothermic reaction, exothermic reaction, spontaneous reaction, non-spontaneous reactions, that if you learn very well, then this chapter becomes very easy for you, because certain reactions are also there, and in future we can say that in competitive exam just they give reactant to you, that means they give A plus B and they put arrow and just give product name. According to that, certain A and B they give certain name also. So according to that, complete the reaction. Also this format is very important. Remember all the name, chemical formula. It is a very important. Write down complete reaction with the name and which process is there. You completely write it. So you got here good marks. So here just you get here good marks. So here it's a chapter is complete. Now we switch on towards unit 11, that is P block elements in our next lecture. So here 10.10 biological importance of magnesium and calcium is complete, and just you read it completely. Take a screenshot. Thank you very much.